Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Nice to meet you all and see. And first of all, great thanks to all of you that you managed to come to Latvia in these hard rush times. And as I said already yesterday to some of you, what was the first sentence or the first question what you asked to your friend this morning? Was it, as usually during the last 2 years, can you see me? Can you hear me? Or it was, oh, nice to meet you. How are you? What are you doing? What have you done? So, and I'm really very happy to see you all on face and to hear your ideas and to share knowledge, what you will be ready to share between each other. And first of all, before we are going with other official introductions, I would like to say great thanks to our project partners from Baltic Explorers. Baltic Explorers is a Central Baltic Interreg project that is dedicated to the game industry, and the main idea is to develop and to build up international Baltic Sea incubator and accelerator network. And as well as Baltic Explorers, there was a huge help from Enterprise Europe network. It is a worldwide network that unites more than 60 countries with more than 3,000 experts. Thanks to both of these networks, we have managed to start this on-site conference, including virtual business meetings, game jams, expo rooms, and thank you very much for all of this. And to go on with official opening, I would like to ask Deputy State Secretary for Culture Policy from Ministry of Culture, Uldis Zariņš, to open our Game Waves Festival. Big applause.
All right, good morning. That's not a very typical setting for me. I'm usually opening, exhibitions and much more, you would say, probably cultural things, but I'm going to slightly talk about that. We really do consider the gaming sector as part of the culture as well. So, good morning, everybody. I'm having fun so far. I hope you will too. And as I said, the perception of what is and what isn't culture, not that long time ago, so maybe 100 years, 200 years, even a couple of decades back, was quite different probably what it is today. So for a long time it was considered culture. It's what you would call high arts, so it's visual arts, it's paintings, it's opera, it's theater. But during last couple of decades, both in policy documents and also in real life, the term creative industries was coined and is used more and more. And currently, both in European and also our national cultural policy, we use term cultural and creative industries, which encompasses both traditional arts and also new sectors coming along. And I don't think that anybody in his right mind would nowadays say that no, hip hop is not art, it's not culture, or that popular music is not culture. So we think it has its part in an overall cultural picture. And also, well, sometimes there are discussions whether it's good, it's good for people, it's bad for people. So what should get state support? It always at some point gets at the money level. So who should get support, who not? But it's in policies. We also in Latvia there is a big chapter on creative industries in our cultural policy, and I don't think that also anybody would say that game industry, that games, both video games and board games, are not part of the everyday's cultural picture now. So that's why I'm here, not somebody from Ministry of Economy, for example. And the specific of creative industries, including game industry, obviously is that it's also at the same time part of the cultural sector, but the part of the economy as well, the part of the thing which builds our GDP, which is always very important. So In Latvia, the game industry is still quite young. I remember 20 years ago, there were probably just a couple of guys somewhere in the kitchen trying to code something and then to come up with something. So I think we've come a long way during 20 years. So just this morning, Ints told me that there are now 50 gaming companies in Latvia. Most of them are what you would call small industries. So they have 5 people working at each company, but it's a growing sector. It's a sector with a big export potential, which is always very nice, and the turnover of the gaming industry in Latvia has grown more than 4 times during the last couple of years. So that's really encouraging. That's a good sign, and I really admit that there is no specific state support specifically for gaming industry, for gaming enterprises, but the way the state supports startups and business in general is the National Business Incubator Program, and there is also one specific business incubator for creative industries, which was created by the Ministry of Culture. But we see that creative industries are very, very popular. They are overcrowding all of the 15 regional business incubators, and including some game companies. And this is something we definitely will continue also next 7 years, next planning period, and we are really looking forward to new innovative companies coming up from this business incubator network. At the same time, I think that something that we should do and that we can do at the industry, at the ministry level, at the policy level, together with industry itself, obviously, is to raise awareness in the society what actually gaming is all about. So that's, that there is sometimes a widely spread stereotype that in a best case scenario, gaming is something you just waste your time on, and in worst case scenario, it's something actually harmful. So we don't consider to be true, obviously. So I think what we can do is raise awareness that gaming can be educational, it can be with high artistic value. So for example, a game project, Grund, Latvian, just this year received one of the Latvian design awards for artistic accomplishments. And obviously we have to raise awareness also on the business side in young people that gaming is and can be a fun and successful career and business opportunity. So I'm really happy that Game Wave Festival takes place this year in Latvia to get gaming people together, to get new contacts, new opportunities, to showcase what they've done, and to learn from best practice. And I would like to thank the Latvia Technological Center and Latvia Game Industry Association for this initiative and for your work, and I wish you a very successful event. Thank you.
As this is a birthday of the new festival, then we have small presents for all speakers. And we have also small present for our ministry. And now, this is now something like a victory for all of you. What do you think? What we have in our bag? What is Latvia interesting and what are our interesting products? First of all, we have honey. This is Latvian product, quite traditional, centuries, but it is not so special because in a lot of countries there is honey. So what is the next interesting product? What is Latvia famous for? Already for centuries. It is what? It is chocolate. We have long-lasting history with chocolate. But what is the most important thing Latvia is famous for? Do you have ideas? It is in clay bottle. For centuries, even the British Queen is drinking this product. Every year she is ordering a Pullman wagon of this substance. It is what? It is, exactly, it is our famous Riga Black Balsam. So, Mr. Zariņš, thank you very much for your opening. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.